Hey everybody, it's Mr. Malsan here. Coming at you once again with this week's lesson, which is please, oh please be major, not minor. It's an introduction to major and minor scales and key signatures. Um, a quick review of major scale of the scales again. Whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Whoops, sorry. Whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Remember, last week we started singing whole, whole, half, whole, half, whole, half, whole, half, whole, half, whole. I'm sorry. I know. It's just so much fun to sing over and over and over again. And because you're home and you're watching this video, it's just, I don't know, just fun. So that pattern of whole steps and half steps, we said again, is what we call a major scale. Okay? F to G is a whole step, right? Because it's a step, right? A whole step, G to A, right? A to B flat is a half step, right? You're going from a note with no accidental to one with one, that accidental being a flat, okay? So you're only going up a half step, right? Just slightly. You're not going from A to B, you're going slightly underneath B, and that is B flat, okay? B flat to C is a whole step. Now you're probably thinking, wait a minute. B flat to C, but I thought B to C is a half step. No, it's not B to C. It's B flat to C. That flat just made that B a bit lower. So that kind of made the distance between those notes wider. So that made it a whole step. Kind of like kind of stretching distance, okay? Kind of like taking silly putty and just going right across, right? With your hands, you're kind of going right across, okay? C to D, you're going one from C to D. That's a step. That's a whole step. D to E is a whole step. And then E to F is a half step, right? So, again, F to F. Remember, a scale is when you start at one note and end on the exact same note on top. So F to F. You have to start and end on the same note for it to be a scale. Okay. Introducing key signatures. So this is where it gets a little bit tricky. For sixth grade, we talked about this last year. All right. We did. We did. For my fifth graders, we haven't talked about this yet. So let me kind of review this for you. So sixth grade, key signatures. They make music a lot easier to figure out. And as I stated last year, every piece of music you listen to is in a key. And that key essentially tells you what pieces are going to be sung throughout the song. I mean, what pitches are going to be sung. Okay, which ones are going to yeah, which pieces are going to be sung throughout the song. And in a key, there are specific pitches that can be used in that key, right? And that key is determined by what we call a key signature. A key signature. The key signature, and no, it's not something your parents sign, is what it tells you which notes are going to receive accidentals and whether you're singing a piece in a major or a minor key. We'll talk about minor keys at another time. Start an easy one. C major. It has nothing. This is where the key signature normally lies in a piece. Right here. It's right after the treble clef, and it's before the time signature. So the key signature would be right here, and then the time signature would be right after it. Okay? So it's not there. So we call this the empty key signature because it has no sharps, no flats. A key signature has sharps and flats in it. So this is the key of C major. And we know it's the key of C major because, again, C major, if you drew a C major scale right now, C to D is a whole step, D to E is a whole step, E to F is a half step, F to G is a whole step, G to A is a whole step, A to B is a whole step, B to C is a half step. And did you have to put any accidentals, sharps, or flats, I mean, to create that scale? No. And what did I say earlier? That key signature puts those sharps and flats into our scale for us. Okay? That's something you should know. In a key signature, the sharps and the flats are going to tell us which notes of our scale or which notes in our piece are going to receive sharps or flats. And so if we go back, because C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C in this C major scale have no sharps or flats, we can confidently say, hey, this is the key of C major. All right? So this is the key of D major. It has two sharps. So when we see this key signature, we're saying that this this sharp is located on the note, on the line F. So that means anytime we see an F, it's going to be F sharp. Anytime we see a C, see a C, get it? It's going to be a C sharp. So you're always going to have any F be an F sharp, any C be a C sharp. But how in the world will we remember all of the key signatures in music, Mr. Mousehand? There's just way too many. Well, 6th grade, you remember this from last year. 5th graders, I'm going to give you a brand new technique. Are you ready? Introducing from The Lion King. Wait, oh, I forgot about this. There's a way. It's called the Circle of Fifths. Watch and learn, young Padawans.
Yes, my master.
I'm a Star Wars fan. The Circle of Fifths. No, not a Lion King fan. Maybe some of you are. I like Lion King. Me, I like the original. I mean, I like the remake, but I'm a huge fan of the original. All right, the Circle of Fifths. So, let me get my handy dandy pen out here. The Circle of Fifths. Some of you, I showed this to you before I think we left for school, but I want to show you this again. The Circle of Fifths. When we have the Circle of Fifths, see this direction, the outside circle here, tells us how many how many sharps. How many sharps, okay, are in, how many sharps we need in each key signature. So, in this case, this means C has no sharps or no sharps, okay, in the key signature. The key of G has one sharp. My drawing's a little bit slow. Can't draw a sharp today. The key of D, as we saw earlier, has two sharps in it. The key of A has three sharps. The key of E has four sharps. The key of B has five sharps. And the key of F sharp would have six sharps. Okay? And so on and so forth. Now, this direction tells us the number of flats. So C has 0 flats. F has one, let's put this, one flat. B flat has 2 flats in the key signatures. E flat has 3 flats. Yep. A flat has 4 flats. And D flat has 5 flats. So in this direction, you're telling me how many flats are in the key signature. In this direction, you're telling me how many sharps are in each key. C has 0, G has 1 sharp, D has 2 sharps, the key of A has 3 sharps, the key of E has 4 sharps, the key of B has 5 sharps, the key of F sharp has 6 sharps. In the key of F, you have 1 flat. In the key of B flat, you have 2 flats. The key of E flat, you have 3 flats. The key of A flat, you have 4 flats. The key of D flat, you have 5 flats. Okay? If you're a little lost, don't worry. We're going to review some of this in the future. We will be coming back to this as we kind of prepare in a few weeks for our final composition. Okay? So,